All right, guys, what we got next is the co-main event. We've got Yoel Zhang. She's 19-1. She's going to be defending the belt against Joanna. So up first, Yoel, she is 20 fights since she's had her last loss. And her last loss was her first fight. So since then, she's had a 20-fight win streak, guys. That is a lot of fights, 20-fight win streak. Right now, she's got a TKO knockout rating at 50%. That means half of those 20 fights, she's finished her opponents, which is a pretty high rating. And her only loss was a decision loss. So even when she went out the gate and lost her first fight into the MMA world, it was a decision. She didn't even get finished. She just didn't do enough on the cards. So reason to believe she could be undefeated at one point if you went back and looked at the fight to see if there's an argument for her win or not on that one. So, but like I said, 20-fight win streak. She's going to be defending a strap tomorrow night, or Saturday night, I'm sorry. Well, it's actually going to be tonight by now since you guys are watching this on the YouTube channel. It's going to be tonight if you're watching this now. So knowing that she's going to be putting the strap up against Joanna. Joanna's going to be coming in. She's been on a pretty good uphill tick lately. She's had a couple speed bumps that she's had along the way and kind of gone some ups and downs. After the last 4 fights, she's 2-2, so she's made some adjustments. Some things have worked, some things haven't. She's got a lot of decision wins on that record. 69%, in fact, of her decision win rating is her win fight percentage. So she's not much of a finisher, so she might need to be a little more aggressive than she's used to. And 67% of her losses are coming by decision. So she's not finishing, she's not being finished, so it shows she's tough, but it also says that she's not being as aggressive as, like we said in the past with some fighters, they should be more aggressive in order to win those fights and up that TKO finish rating as opposed to just winning fights. A lot of people get in that stale, stagnant area where they're just not trying to lose but not really trying to win the fight. They're just trying to win the fight. They just don't want to lose the fight. So up next, we're going to have the main event, guys. Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero. So Israel's going to be putting up the belt on the strap. 18-0, undefeated in every single fight he's had, guys. I mean, it doesn't really get too much better than that as far as the UFC caliber opponents that you guys are going to go on. That said, though, guys, remember, I am not a huge fan of this fight necessarily in the fact that I think it's only being put on the card because it is an entertainment fight. That said, they are both great fighters, but we'll get to that more in a segment after we kind of talk about what these guys' strengths are going into this fight and where I see why this fight has fallen where it has. But this is going to be the main event, guys. Like I said, Airbender is putting his belt up on the line and that undefeated 18-0 record, which in this day and age, is it's not easy to do, man. It's hard. With that said, 78% of his fights are by TKO or KO. So that means of those 18 fights, almost all of them have been finishes. Not necessarily in the first round, but they've all been finishes almost. He's getting really close to that 100% rate. So after that, you got Yoel Romero, dude, the soldier. This guy is 42 years old. 42! Remember that. Remember that. That said, he is 1-3 in his last 4. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, and this brings me up to the point earlier, the guys that I was saying, is that this fight, I feel, is only a fight because it's entertainment and entertainment purposes only. I can't really wrap my head around the fact that a guy in a 2-fight losing streak gets a title fight, and I've expressed this before. People have chimed in their opinion on, oh, well, he should have won this fight, should have won that fight. Yeah, but the reality is a 2-fight losing streak, and you're being given a title fight. There is other avenues. That's all I'm saying. So it is an entertaining fight. I will be watching just for the simple fact that it is an entertaining fight. But that's where I feel it should stop, to the point to where most of these fights are becoming only entertaining fights, guys. And whether or not you're a good fighter and are deserving of a title shot seems to be getting farther and farther out the window as we go down this road in 2020 as far as the fights that are being given to us. That said, though, guys, he is a finisher. He is a striker. I, unfortunately, though, think Adesanya's 18-0 record is going to improve to 19-0 on this one. I think my winner is going to be the last style bender, and I think it's going to be by a TKO or finish, just for the simple fact that I don't see Romero trying to drag this out to a win. I see him wanting to make a statement that he should be the title holder and that he should be at the top of the hill at that weight class. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Israel's going to finish him probably late first round, maybe early second round. I don't see this going to a decision. But like I said, I've been wrong before, guys. And if you've got a case for it, you've got an argument, remember, guys, it's the fighter's voice. We want to hear your voice. Post your comments, post your picks. Let me hear your voice. Tell me why you agree with me. Tell me why you don't, guys. Spark up that conversation, and let's get the topics going, because remember, you have to subscribe to like. Remember, click it for tickets, because when we give away those tickets to upcoming local events, be it boxing or MMA, guys, you have to be a subscriber. So make sure you like it, subscribe it, and hit that notification button if you haven't already. Enough said, guys. Enjoy the fights tonight. UFC 248. This has been the Fighter's Voice Picks with Cole Escovedo. Back to you guys.
Cole Escovedo. Remember, every fighter has a voice.